Our correspondent Emma Birchley is outside Reform UK's headquarters in central London. Emma, what's happening there?
Well, I tell you what, we've been here about half an hour and the numbers have absolutely swelled. They're calling it a unity rally. They'll only call it a counter demo if there's any hint of people from the far right here. But actually, at the moment, that's not the case. Take a little look around and you can get a sense of the numbers we're talking about. Certainly hundreds, and we understand that people from other protests across the city will be coming here later on to take part. And actually, there will be demos held up and down the country. They want this to be a movement of unity against far-right action. I'm joined now by the national organiser of Stand Up to Racism, Samira Ali. Samira, thank you for joining us. Tell us, why have you picked this location, Reform UK's headquarters?
Well, I think that we picked this location, and hundreds of us have obviously agreed with that who are here today, because we think that Nigel Farage is fanning the flames of racism and bigotry, and his dangerous rhetoric about stopping the boats, about trying to place the blames in society on Muslims, migrants and refugees, is actually what is giving confidence to the far right who are rioting through our streets, who are attempting to burn down hotels housing refugees, attempting to attack mosques. We think that Farage has to answer to this.
Now, he's made it very, very clear, hasn't he, that he condemns any violence. That's not what he wants. You know, fair enough?
Yeah, he can condemn the violence all he wants. But when he says that the far-right rioters have legitimate concerns, this is dangerous rhetoric. And, you know, at the start of the misinformation campaign, which was based on an Islamophobic lie, he said that the police may be withholding something from us. He led into that misinformation. But it's also the bigger picture of the context of why the far-right thinks that the atmosphere is so toxic that they can mobilise on the streets of Britain again. And Farage is whipping up Islamophobia and racism and creating that toxic atmosphere.
OK, all right. Thank you very much, Samira. Now, joining me also are David and Jane Hughes from Kingston. Actually, you were telling me you've never been on one of these. I mean, why have you turned up?
We've just been horrified by what's going on and really believe it doesn't represent what the vast majority of people in this country feel. So we just wanted to stand up for... We want everyone in this country to feel welcome, no matter where they're from or who they are. The thought of people not feeling scared to walk out of their front door just horrifies us.
I mean, Jane, you were emotional, actually, talking to me earlier. What was it like for you when you saw the riots?
I was so upset, so upset. We have a lot of problems in this country, and they're not down to immigration, they're not down to people coming to join us. We have a strong tradition of immigration, and it's unnecessary. OK,
thank you both very much. I think that's the really big message, actually, is that we are the majority, they are the few. That's what the organisers here are saying, and certainly you can hear them now. There'll be speeches this afternoon, music, and I think the numbers are swelling based on what we've seen so far.